Welcome back, ladies and gents. My name is BossRon, hiding out here as always inside the secret lair, and it seems like Capcom has actually come out of their secret lair to deliver us a trailer, I should say announcement, for the next installment in the Street Fighter 6 series, or in the Street Fighter series, Street Fighter 6. Having seen that information roll out on my Twitter earlier this morning, we still haven't taken a look at the trailer. I figured we'd do that together. I'm a bit concerned with the timing of the trailer. It still honestly only feels like yesterday Capcom told us that Street Fighter 5 was done and in the books. So to turn around and just give us a stinger announcement, if anything at that, makes me really wonder exactly how long that maybe this has been in its development cycle for, and if we're probably going to see more about the game later on this year, or if we're going to be looking towards kind of more information at the start of next January over in 2023. Outside of that, let's just boot this up and see what's going on. Gloves. UFC gloves. Forearms. Biceps. Wide chest. Sandals. Beard. Red bandana. It's Ryu. Across from him,
all right, you ready?
Luke put his tattoos on a t-shirt. Same UFC gloves. It's weird not seeing Ryu without the actual... Wait, no. Did he ever wear the boxing gloves? That was an odd smile. There it is. Street Fighter 6. That is a very ugly logo. Capcom. Capcom yet again showing off what the RE engine can do, I guess. For better or worse, I find it concerning, let alone a little strange, that Capcom took kind of like the trendy route for this announcement trailer. I think if you go back throughout kind of the catalog, especially of Street Fighter 4 and 5 being announced, the announcement trailers usually were kind of done in their own art style and created a lot of necessary hype. I mean, with this trailer, I feel like I'm watching almost like a 30-second ad inside of a Buffalo Wild Wings for, you know, an esport tournament of UFC 4. It just doesn't seem... There something seems to be a bit off with the presentation behind this announcement trailer. For once, it's very nice to reconfirm for the umpteenth time now that the RE engine that Capcom has does run and look absolutely phenomenal. But take a look at Luke's hair. It looks beautiful and flowy and silky. I mean, he's got like a Hulk Hogan style of hair back from like the 70s, but in reality, this is just a cinematic CGI trailer, so we're getting, obviously, the Lamborghini of video game trailer right here, but what happens when we actually buy the game, and it turns out that the Lamborghini we were sold on is actually a Toyota Corolla from '94. It's a unique trend. You see a lot of the big-time AAA games do. Like, Call of Duty never really shows you anything as far as what gameplay or mechanics is going to look like. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to guess, like, what you're actually going to do in the game nowadays. And that's not to say all fighting game developers use the same method for their announcement trailers. I mean, we've seen two good examples in the past beforehand of trailers that actually kind of painted pictures for you of what the game was going to look like and how it was going to play. Specifically, if you look at NetherRealm Studios, when they did their announcement trailer for Mortal Kombat X, you got a good lay of the land in terms of what the combat design was going to look like inherently. Maybe not what the characters were actually doing from a moveset perspective, but we knew watching MKX, and I can still name it to this day, that we were going to see things like, you know, interactables come back on the stages, obviously the combos, the special moves, being able to pick up things off the floor, the x-rays were coming back, all these neat little features that we needed to either confirm or just be reintroduced back to. You saw in that trailer, and even when you look at what ArcSys did too, for Dragon Ball FighterZ and Guilty Gear, sure, they're like 20-second trailers that you get maybe every once now and then, but you got to see at least like, hey, this is what Yamcha can do, or even, hey, we're introducing a new character, Ino. Let's take a look at what she can do inside Guilty Gear Strive. I think ultimately, in fighting game community and fans alike, let me know what you guys think in the comments below too as well. I think ultimately here, what we're necessarily looking for is just, we want to see exactly what the game's going to at least have to offer, right? That doesn't mean you need to show us exactly in game what's happening, but take it back to a little bit of the old days in like the 2010, I think, if you will, era, where we're at least just seeing the game, the combat design. That's what gets the community hype, is knowing what they're getting into when they're getting ready to buy the next installment of Street Fighter, because it's almost a guarantee. There's not too many new fighting games that come out, and when they do, they always have a good following behind them, so you don't necessarily need to get them hype off of just, you know, these weird esports B-dubs Devs Tactics, the random fucking rap group in the background, getting their 15 minutes of fame, as well as the silky Hulk Hogan-like hair of Luke that we know isn't going to exist inside the game. But hey, it's Street Fighter. We know the fighting game community is going to buy it. We know the normies and the boomers are going to buy it because they remember Street Fighter growing up back in the 90s or even playing Street Fighter in the 80s. Let's just hope this time around the launch for Street Fighter 6 isn't a flop like Street Fighter 5 was, and that the devs actually are gearing up a game to cater to not only the competitive circuits, but the casual player as well too, who mainly sticks around and gives the game its numbers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you super hyped for Street Fighter 6 off of this 30-second trailer? Is it going to take a little bit more for you to kind of get buy-in before you spend your hard-earned money for the video game? As well, guys, always be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Keep in tune to anything that we start putting out here at the Secret Lair. We'll look forward to having you guys around. And my name is BossRon. I'll catch you guys in the next one.